Unbelievable. So affordable. Here we go. You will never believe what just happened. Price is low. Food slapped. Fell off the bone. U.S. Embassy. Universe is aligning. Chili sauce. It was like fate. Marinated pork ball. I keep forgetting to mention, if you guys play Nintendo Switch, you could add me on Nintendo Network and I would be down to play it. I always forget to say this in a video. I'm always down for a mean game of Mario Kart. Hello friends, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be going on an adventure to the U.S. Embassy, which I'll talk more about in a second. But today's video is going to be all about prices in Kuala Lumpur. Prices for accommodation, transportation, for food, and like random stuff like that. I'll be showing you restaurants and also the actual grocery store. Why am I going to the U.S. Embassy, you may ask? I am voted. It is very important to vote. I'm voting in the Wisconsin primary elections and I have my papers and everything. I just need a signature from a US citizen, so I don't know where else to go but the US Embassy. I made another video called Living in Kuala Lumpur for under $10 per day. That's a little different. It goes into like way more budget traveling and how you can do that, but realistically, I'd expect to spend more like $20 per day here if you're visiting and traveling. It's still a very inexpensive place to be, and what's best about it, in my opinion, is that the value is very high. Not only are prices low, but the return and what you get and the quality is very good. So I think that's a huge part of a place, not only just the monetary value, the number of the cost. So before we leave, I will talk about accommodation. Like I said before in a previous video, I'm staying in this Airbnb. It's super nice. I'm staying with some wonderful locals. It's costing me about $9 per night, which is really, really good deal. If you're staying at a hostel, a decent hostel will be about $7 to $10 per night. So it's really not far off from a hostel. I'd rather pay an extra like $2, you know, for my own space, but that's my personal choice. Hostels can be as cheap as like $4 too, but I don't know what the quality you would get in that. If you want to get an actual hotel or apartment or something like that, you'll expect to pay, I don't know, maybe $20 and up from there. Maybe even a little bit less, I don't know. I think about $20 would be your mean. So I just went with some people that I'm staying with. We got this traditional Chinese breakfast and it's a marinated pork ball. So I'm gonna give it a try. This is super good.
Right?
In this area, there's also a Chinese temple, which doesn't really have to do with prices, but still pretty neat. I forgot to mention before, here in Malaysia, they use the Malaysian ringgit, and 4 ringgit is $1 US. Hands down, my favorite currency. It's super easy to convert, and the money is really awesome. It's colorful, it's clear, it's plastic, the whole 9 yards. Super cool. They're collecting plants that have medicinal properties. They have medicinal properties, and they're gonna make tea.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to these things, if you can't tell from my other videos. Guys, you will never believe what just happened. It turns out I do not have to go to the embassy, and I will tell you why in a second. Just preface this story. Yesterday, something wild happened to me. I don't know if you remember in one of my earlier videos when we were in Laos on the boat, we met these American couple named Rachel and Ryan. Gretchen and I became friends with them. We traveled throughout Laos together and then we split. They ended up going to Vietnam. We stayed in Laos and now they were in Malaysia. Yesterday, I was walking around Mid-Valley Mall, which is like one of the biggest malls in Malaysia. And I was just wandering aimlessly after grabbing some lunch. I stood outside for a little bit and decided it was time to go. I turned around and there's Rachel and Ryan in the middle of a Sunday, super crowded mall, and they're there. Totally random. Crazy, right? So then today, I'm at a different mall to get onto the train to where I'm supposed to go to get to the embassy. And I'm going up the escalator, and there's Rachel and Ryan going down the escalator the other way. I'm like, what are the odds of this happening? 2 days in a row in Kuala Lumpur, a huge city, super spread out. I don't even know. It was insane. So because they're a US citizen, they were able to sign my papers, and that saves me a trip to the US Embassy, which quite frankly I'm really thankful for, because I hear it's super crowded and I didn't want to sit in line all day. I just can't believe it. What are the odds? Unbelievable. I guess the universe is aligning today and yesterday. All right, now that we don't have to go on that embassy endeavor, let's hop on the train and get some lunch. I know of just the place that is quality and amazing food. If you get yourself one of these cards, it saves you 50 cents per ride. Definitely worth it and saves so much time. Alright, so that train ride literally cost 2 ringgit 80 cents, not even $1. The transportation here is so affordable. That was on the LRT line. They have LRT lines, they have MRT lines, and they have the monorail. The monorail is a little bit more, but the LRT and the MRT are so cheap, and the buses are even less. As well as they also have a commuter train, which will go farther distances to the suburbs, and that's only a couple dollars as well. I know I have not taken it. Depends how far you go, of course. So I am actually back where I used to stay and work here in KL. I'm right by this restaurant that I would go to all the time, and I had a taste for it today, so I'm gonna head back. Also, Grab is a app. They own Uber actually here, so it's the same kind of idea, except you use cash, you don't use your card. It's really, really affordable, not as expensive as Uber in America or anything like that. All right, there she is, Saba restaurant. Yup. I used to come here all the time last year, and too much probably. They have some phenomenal Arab food. Saba restaurant. Here we go. Chicken kabsa, some fragrant rice, and sauce. Ooh, this is so good. One of my favorite meals. That food slapped. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And so cheap too. The chicken just like fell off the bone. It was amazing. Anyway, the whole thing cost 15 ringgit, which is not even $4 for a quarter chicken and that whole plate of rice. It's such a good deal. It's even less if you get takeaway because you don't have to pay a service charge. So that's like a little bit more pricey for food. Sometimes you can pay like 6 ringgit or 5 ringgit for food if you're buying like street food and stuff, but at an actual restaurant, 15 ringgit's not bad. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Like I said, the value here is just so strong. Next, I'm going to take you to this shop and show you some prices in the store. They don't have produce or anything, but just some like dry goods. I'll show you the price to finish up the video. So let's go. 99 Speed Mart. It's like a mini mart basically. That's better prices than like 7-Eleven or something like that. For water, one bottle is 80 cents. Pretty cheap. The big one is 6.50. Big beer is 15.50. Beer is very expensive here. Milk, 5.50. Pasta. Instant noodles, chili sauce, shower gel. All right, homies, that's gonna be a wrap for the price video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have more questions for things I maybe didn't cover. And also, super important to vote. If you're from America, at least you can get the ballots mailed to you by email, and then you just print them and send it in the mail. I literally cannot even believe that I ran into Rachel and Ryan, not once, but twice, 2 days in a row in different places in this city. It's unbelievable. Like, I can't even fathom the coincidence of that happening. Just crazy. Like, I can't even believe it. It was like fate. Yeah. Wow. So unbelievable. The universe is aligning or something. I don't know, but it's crazy. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.